Hello once again on Cowboys Insiders. If it's the first time on Cowboy Insiders, don't forget to make a subscribe on this platform. So today we're going to talk about contract extensions in the Dallas Cowboy, some injuries that affect some players in the Dallas Cowboy, and a possible departure for the Dallas Cowboy. And also, we're gonna continue about a free agencies in the Dallas Cowboy in 2026. The 2026 off-season is not just about a new signings for the Dallas Cowboy, but it's about a decision on who to keep, the player to keep in the Dallas Cowboy, and the player to trust in the team, and the player to let go in another team. This could define the future of the franchise in the NFL and the Dallas Cowboys. The key players expected to get a new contract extension in the Dallas Cowboys include Micah Parsons, include a CeeDee Lamb, include a Dak Prescott, and other key players that helped the Dallas Cowboys in last season. Micah Parsons is the priority deal in the Dallas Cowboys. If there is one player that the Dallas Cowboys must extend, it's Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons is one of the most dominant defensive players in the NFL, a near pass rusher and face-off defense. Parsons is expected to receive a massive contract extension, potentially making him one of the highest paid defensive players in the NFL history. So there is many reasons why a Dallas Cowboy want to extend Micah Parsons. If the Dallas look him in long term, they secure the heart of their defense for years. So Dak Prescott also is the one of the player, a key player that a Dallas Cowboy want to extend his contract from 2 years to 4 years in the Dallas. Dak Prescott remain the leader of the team, still performing at a high level, and he is one about experienced and trusted player by the coaches in the NFL. There are ongoing discussions about recreating his contract, possibly extending it to create a salary cap flexibility. So the Dallas want to keep a Dak Prescott, but manage him cap hit wisely. So if the Dallas keep a Dak Prescott, he can be the one of highest paid in the NFL in defenders in this league, which is NFL. CeeDee Lamb also is an offensive superstar. CeeDee Lamb has become the Cowboys players one of the most explosive receiver in the league. He is expected to either get contract extension or remain cornerstone under a high value deal. Keeping Lamb ensure the offense stay in elite. So that's why the Dallas Cowboy also is pushing to sign or to extend the contract extension for a CeeDee Lamb. Trevon Diggs also he is a defensive anchor. When health, Trevon Diggs is the one of the best ball hawking cornerback, a game-changing defender. The Cowboys want to keep him for long term, but injuries play a role. So he is the one most the players who are likely to be affected by an injuries. So let's continue on the players of the Dallas Cowboys that have injured in this off season. Injuries are a major concern of the Dallas in this year of 2026. Trevon Diggs, he is in recovery concern. Addicts has a default with a serious injuries in recent season, a knee or ACL-related issue, a missed significant replaying time. Lathan Van Aert, career uncertain. Van Aert has struggled with a neck injuries and durability issues. His future in uncertain and the Dallas may hesitate to commit a long term. A Tyron Smith, he is aging and injuries a Cowboy legend, but frequent injuries. Getting older, the team must decide to keep him for experience or move on for a younger talent. So there is also the player who could leave a Cowboys team in this 2026. This is where things get interesting. A Tony Pollard, a possible exit. A Pollard has been a key player, but from a strengthen their roster. Max Crosby. Max Crosby is a defensive superstar from the Raiders. One of the most exciting players from the Cowboys could target is a defensive end, Max Crosby from Las Vegas Raiders. Crosby has developed into one of the most dominant pass rushers in the entire NFL. Known for his relentless motor and incredible ability to pressure quarterbacks, Crosby has consistently ranked among the league leaders in sacks and quarterback pressure. For the Cowboys, acquiring Crosby would instantly transform the defensive line, pairing him with a star linebacker, Micah Parsons, who has been already extended the contract in the Dallas Cowboys, would create a terrifying defensive duo capable of overwhelming opposing offenses. With two elite pass rushers attacking from the both sides of the line's quarterback across the league would face the constant pressure whenever they play against the Dallas. That's why the Dallas Cowboys still focusing on the Max Crosby from Raiders, who has already signed a new contract in the Raiders, but still now the Dallas Cowboys want to resign a Max Crosby in the Dallas Cowboys. George Pickens, he is explosive receiver from Steelers. Another potential target for the Cowboys is a wide receiver George Pickens from the Pittsburgh Steelers. Pickens is widely recognized for his spectacular catches, athletics, ability, and confidence on the field. His ability to make difficult receptions to a tight coverage has made him one of the most exciting young receivers in the National Football League. If the Dallas were able to acquire a Pickens, he could form an incredible receiving partnership with CeeDee Lamb. And we have seen CeeDee Lamb have already signed a new contract with the Dallas for or extension for 4 years in the Dallas Cowboys, which have been worth about 71 millions up to 100 millions for 4 years. With a Lamb drawing attention from a defenses, Pickens would have more opportunities to exploit one-on-one coverage. This would give a quarterback Dak Prescott another powerful weapon in the passing game. Such move could elevate the Cowboys' offense to one of the most explosive units in the National Football League. Myles Garrett, he is an elite edge rusher from the Browns, another superstar that has occasionally appeared in a trade speculation in the defensive, and Myles Garrett from the Cleveland Browns. Garrett is a widely considered one of the best defensive players in the football, which is NFL. His combination of the speed, strength, and techniques make him extremely difficult for offensive linemen to stop. If the Cowboys ever managed to trade for the Garrett, their defense would instantly become one of the most featured units in the entire league. Imagine if defensive front featuring Amika Parson and Myles Garrett attacking opposing quarterback. This would create a constant disruption and could dramatically increase the Cowboys' chance of dominating a games defensively. The next is Patrick Surtan too, a lockdown corner from Broncos. The Cowboys could also look to strengthen their secondary by targeting elite cornerback Patrick Surtan too from the Denver Broncos. Surtan has quickly developed into one of the best young defensive backs in the NFL. Known for his excellent coverage skills, physical and play style, and ability to shoot down top receivers, Surtan is considered a cornerstone defensive player. For the Dallas, adding a lockdown cornerback like Surtan would dramatically improve the defense's ability to contain opposing passing attack. So having a player who can neutralize an opponent's best receivers allow the defensive coordinator